Today I'm cleaning the fence line up with my farmall. See, interesting thing is my dad got this tractor for free like 40 years ago probably. He got it all in pieces, and it came with a 230 engine on it. So it's pretty much a 230 except the casting numbers, but it has a 230 engine and some 230 power, so yeah. We're gonna pull this log right here first. I got a whole fence row to clean up. I got about an hour to do it. Hour and a half probably. Start with this tree. I need to figure out how to turn there we go. I got the flash off because it was on. Hopefully it doesn't give out on me because it's been doing some giving out when it gets warm and stuff. It usually kills or dies. It just makes me mad. I'm pretty sure it's the points because I've already done condenser and coil swap. Gonna get up here and back it over to that tree so I can pick it up. It's pretty good for a free tractor. Especially with a 230 engine. That's good. Go down there and I'll hook up to it. It might be hard to get started with this angle here, but we'll take the little make sure it's nice and tight so it doesn't come off when we're pulling up on the tractor. Yeah. Give it a little bit of throttle. Try to turn that way a little bit before we start going so we don't have such a sharp turn to make on the side of a hill. Get the rope tight. Alright. Give some throttle. The belt squealing a little. Started pulling her. She grips pretty good. Got this one behind us here. We're going to take it to the fire pile. The belts are squealing on the water pump hose, the bottom radiator hose. That's where we're squealing. For a second, I can probably do it. There we go. Doing some work with it. Hopefully it doesn't give out on me. can reverse it. One really big problem I was having with this tractor was it seemed like it was adding oil to itself over time, and I found out that over time I thought it was adding oil, but I would fill up the reservoir, which the fill cap is on the other side over here. I don't know if you can see it, but I'd fill it up full, try to use the hydraulics. The hydraulics would work a little bit. I think I might have broke the hydraulics, the seal, there's a seal over here that's leaking, and it's leaking oil into the engine. So the engine's adding oil, so I don't fill up the hydraulic oil anymore. But yeah. So I gotta remove the old pin here. Pull that out. Throw the pin back in the little. There we go, and then we'll take this off. We got more to do. I don't think I'm gonna take you to the fire pile every time. I think I'll just set you up and you can see me do it every time, and I'll just edit out the parts where I'm not in the video. So love these old tractors a lot, but as I said, I'm picking up a VAC tomorrow, and I'll be able to do some mowing videos then, because I got a sickle bar that goes on the Eagle hitch, John Deere, but I believe I can make it fit on the Eagle hitch. From what I know, the Eagle hitch is kind of interchangeable with some 3-point things. But if you guys have any tips to make my farmall C run better, put them in the comments, because I've had some trouble out of it. Once it gets real hot, you know, it just gives up on me, starts sputtering. But I don't know if I fixed it or not, because I was surprised that it even made it all the way over here, pulling that tree and not killing it. Yeah. Very surprised about that. Find a nice spot to set you guys, and if the tractor dies, I'll come and get you guys and give you guys a rundown of what happens when it dies, so maybe somebody can give me a pointer on how to fix it. But I believe the points might not be gapped enough, and that the points are arcing over. When it gets hot, the points are arcing over, or a piece of plastic on the mounting of the points is broken, so that it doesn't open all the way as it should. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking's happening. Go ahead, put it neutral, put it idles, and then I can find a good spot for you guys to go and sit, so I don't have to carry you around. I'll be a little quicker that way. I don't know, guys. Should I consider it a 230 or a C? Because I want to paint it 230 colors with the white on it, but Dad said no, because it's not really a 230, but it's got the 230 engine. As far as I know, there's 2 transmissions that can be in a 230, and as far as I know, the transmissions are, one of them is the exact same as a C, and then one of them is like a sliding gear or something different. Something's different about it. On second thoughts, I'll just carry you guys around so you can see the whole thing, but I'll edit out the long parts. Grab the Dr. Pepper here, get a big old sip of this Dr. Pepper. I'm working on getting me a 2-bottom trick plow for the seat, a little genius one. Trying to find me one I can afford, so I can do some plowing videos when it comes season. But I will do some hay and straw videos, because this will be my first year doing it. And I'll document how much I how much money worth of stuff I've paid. And I don't think I'll be able to move this tree, but we can try. I'll be surprised if it can. Do that around there. Through this through the hole here, so we got a nice little tightening loop. I'll be surprised if we could move this. Most likely, we're probably just gonna rip this piece of wood off of it because it's flexed. Yeah, that's probably not gonna pull. I will have to get back to this video. I'll have to make a cut. And there we go. There's a pretty good view of what I'm about to do. Sorry the video cut out. I actually control the top of the phone and shut the video down. Put that in there. I'm going to be able to pull a tree this big. It's kind of big. It's definitely too big, but we might be able to do it. We actually might be able to move it. It moved, it just broke where I was pulling. I can't get a little farther back on the lawn. Second try is a charm. Hopefully the log won't break. Maybe it's third time it's a charm. It's getting a little slippery. Let's see, I'll try and get it under the log a little bit. I might not be in the frame of the shot. But, let's see if I won't be able to shove it under the log and get a little bit more grip. surprising for me, guys. Oh shit. But that was quite a surprise to me that my farmall C230, whatever you want to call it, could pull a tree that big. I mean, it's not even hard. And that actually made it run like it used to. It's now running like it originally did. It always used to run this good, but I guess sitting for a little bit while I was doing other things like baseball really, you know, puts the smack down on the whole thing. We got good radiator fluid. I mean, it's not even hot. That's how I like my tractor to run. I know that there's no way it can pull this tree. I mean, it's about 1.5 feet long, wide, or the stump's about 1.5 feet. It's a nice old big tree. I pulled this with the 4055 last year. Now, I'm gonna see what I can't do. I mean, it's already looking better. I mean, after a lot of wind, a lot of trees down this tree line on the field, you know, fell over, gave up at life. But, yeah, very surprising to me. See if there's any leaks after that stress. Ain't no leaks. How much fuel do I got left? Still got some fuel here. Got about a half tank. One really important thing that was a problem with this is make sure that your gas cap is not sealing your fuel from going to your carb. Because I had a new style gas cap that sealed too good. I didn't like that one because it leaked the gas out the top when I hit bumps and stuff, or whenever I had a full tank just driving. I just put that gas cap back on because the new one I got from TSC, it spilled gas out the top of it. Not sure if I'll be able to pull this either. This needs to go, but I don't want to take the fence with it. But I mean, it doesn't hurt to try. Plus, it's rotten. It's probably going to be really easy to pull. I mean, I just like to clean the place up, even though most of it's not on my property. I know the guy that lives there is pretty old, and they have to drive the semis and stuff through here to farm, so I might as well clean it up since I'm out here doing it. That needs to go. That's rotten. I'm not going to pull that with a tree. I would go get the dozer and push it over probably, but that tree's been here before the fence was. Not before the fence, but that's how old this fence is. A tree can get that big growing through it. The fence is growing right through it, so I'd have to cut the fence. I forgot the fence cutters. I usually carry those when I'm working on the fence line here. But it's not my fence. But anywhere I can get something dead out, I'll try my best to clean up the place. We'll grab our rope here and hook. We'll go over here and get that wrapped around this tree. I mean, she's running like a top right now. I took the cherry bomb off of it. I had a cherry bomb on it. It's got a Zenith carb, but it's a 30-year-old Zenith carb. It's got the the Gorilla tape for the old. It's got the Gorilla tape for the little seal for the car, but I take the carb off of these things so much, cleaning them and stuff, that I decided that it's more work than I really want to put into taking the carb off. Yeah, but I think the Gorilla tape does just as good. I don't see a difference in sealing. I mean, my test was to spray ether around the seal I made in order to see if it was leaking anywhere, so I would know I'm taking in always good air for my tractor. But I'll set you down on this old fence post here. As long as I get that stick out of there, wedge my phone in one of the cracks like that. And I can fasten this here, belt around it. Not a belt, it's a strap. A little toe strap, whatever you call these things. I don't know if I have a big enough strap. Probably don't. Definitely do not have a big enough strap for that. I'll have to go grab a strap real quick. I'll have to go grab a strap. Another one. But I'm not going to do that today since I don't have that much time left to pull trees before the old baseball practice. So I guess I'll just clear out this pile I made with the 4110 bucket tractor. Little loader tractor, John Deere loader tractor. Pushed all this up here, but I don't want to take these little tiny trees. I want to pull this log next. It's big and it's not that big. It's pretty good size. It's probably as big as you can get those from one of my Cub Cadet lawnmowers. Get this pulled off of it. There we go. Can I get the belt around it? I don't think I can. Over here I can. Up at the top here. So, I don't know where to set you here. I'll have to set your face down, but I'll still talk to you. Hopefully this tree's not too fat to wrap around. Alright, yeah, there's no area I can get the strap around there. Let's take this one right here. It's ready to go. It's pretty long. It goes all the way back there, so it's not no pussy tree. Get that fastened down, nice and strapped up. And back the tractor up. I'm gonna take you guys with me. Well, I'll set you down for hooking it up, but I'll grab you before I take off. There we go, that should be good enough. Hopefully you don't fall. Swig of Dr. Pepper real quick. Hopefully this log doesn't break. It looks a little flimsy at the end here, but I trust that she shall not break. This video is getting a little long. It's probably about a 45-minute video already. I got an hour left I can film, but I'm gonna switch to some another video. I'm gonna work on making another video so I don't just bore everybody out here. Let's see second here. See if she can't work. Oh yeah, she got it. That's easy. It don't even know. Well, yeah, she don't even know. That's kind of a small tree. I could have got that with like one of my Cub Cadets, but I blew my last running one up because I check the oil every time before I run. But of course, that one time I don't check the oil before I start running the tractor for a day. It don't have enough oil, and it just pours out that crank bearing on that thing. Right here is where it happened. Started pouring that out. Pouring out of the crank bearing, a lot of white smoke. It got locked up, but I brought some oil back and a breaker bar. Put a breaker bar on the pulley and put the fresh oil in. Broke free and it spun as it should. I mean, it wasn't bad. But comes out when I was pulling it in the barn, the governor must have got messed up because it just like ran away, even though gasoline doesn't technically run away, a gas engine doesn't. But the governor went wide open, it just didn't work, and it just blew up in the barn and broke the connecting rod. Piston's fine, cylinder walls are fine, the crank's pretty scarred up. But, you know, that's what happens when you're some dumb sometimes. When you get home from school and you're really excited to go drive your tractors out in the woods and you forget to check the oil before you get running. Yeah, you have that on the big jobs. I need to get a tripod mount for the tractor. Now, I want you guys to let me know if you want me to do some videos on doing straw, because half of this field, the half I'm not driving in, is planted in wheat. And then I can harvest that wheat and do some straw, because I got me a 14T hay baler to pull behind my seat here. And, you know, pretty good times. I'm still getting the baler dialed in, and I just learned that you cannot use synthetic twine on a 14T baler. The knives for the cutting the damn twine don't like it. It frays it up instead of cuts it. So it doesn't really. It dyes the knots and stuff, but when it tries to cut the last bit of string for that bale, she just frays it up instead of does that, and it takes the knot loose. And, it's not much of a bale if the knot's loose. The needles hate it too. The needles for throwing the twine up, making the length of the bale. It's just not like that at all. So I gotta go get some real twine for it. It's a good thing I didn't buy the twine, it just came with the baler. The guy said he never ran it, so, you know, yeah. He ran a Massey, but he bought that because it was so cheap. I traded a Wheel Horse V80 for it. So a decent deck. It wasn't that best deck ever, but if somebody knows, I want an M&W hand throttle on this. One of the hand throttles by M&W that has a clutch system in it, like the disc that would go here. And I don't want the teeth because the teeth usually give out on me. You know, this is my second one, but this is my second gear system here, but the first one gave out because it was just old and the gears were worn down like nothing. But I wonder if, like, they have the M&W hand throttle because my H's has one. And what I was talking about earlier of taking this starter cable out, switching it with a push button like an H tab, and then this gives this tab to be free for the, it makes this tab free for the hydraulic remote uses the same looking pull tab to run the remote back and forth. But I was thinking about taking this, making it a push button like the H has, so you have a, that's good, weird, there's some oil draining out of it. But they have a push button, like I could push the button here like it looked like this. It'd basically be this button, move it up here, and run a different cable down here, And then that means I'd have this spot for the remote. Got some LED headlights in it. But I think that's where I'm going to end this video, and I'll start filming some stuff for another video.